came in for overtime, but because they had too many people, basically one of the lines went down, the automated one, like normal. Not surprised. And so when the automated system went down, uh, when the automated system went down, the guy that was running the automated line became the wood boy. So they had too many people on the staff. So I'm going home, which is fine. I, I mean, at least I got my 6.5. I was like, what, about 6.5 hours of OT. I'm just here OT. So, I mean, better than nothing, I guess. So, yeah. That's how my day went. But we are going to, I don't think anything is open at the moment. No, there's nothing open. We are going to go home. Maybe take a shower. Clean my apartment a little bit. Fucking hate it. But I can't eat chicken. Chicken gets stuck between my teeth and I can't get it out. It's really bothering me. As I was saying, yeah. Because my boss literally said that I could go up to the normal location I work at and work. Because they normally run all 4 lines. And the 4 lines is like the ones manned by people, and then they have the ones that are manned by robots. And it's all automated. Well, the automated system just had to break. And maintenance couldn't fix it. Or maintenance tried to fix it, and then it broke. It broke itself. Basically, it's an $8 million piece of shit. Well, not a piece of shit, but it's... The people that designed it were idiots. They basically just did a bunch of codes, slapped it in a folder, slapped it in the system, and called it a day. Didn't even do anything. So, yeah. That's how my day went. But, yeah, I'm basically on my way home because, yeah, they had too many people on the clock. Well, not too many people on the clock, they just... I was technically there on overtime, so technically my boss, well, not my boss, but technically the one that's in charge could send me home because I was just there for overtime and I wasn't really scheduled. So, I mean, at least I got my 6 hours of OT. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm good with 6 hours. I mean, I wish it was a 10, but it's whatever, I guess. Hello. Welcome. Can I move this out a little bit so this thing isn't in the way? Tornadoes? What about tornadoes? Toronto? What about Toronto? Make no sense. Toronto is on. Huh? You make no sense. Okay. Pull it out a little bit. Put it this way. The only thing is the freaking thing's in the way, but whatever. My mount's in the way. But that's the only spot I can mount it because the other spot that I had it mounted, the heat kept bouncing off the freaking suction cup and it kept breaking, or kept falling off, so I stuck it on the window. The only downside about it is, yeah, it's in a way. But it's whatever. Hello, welcome. Damn, everything shot up. Gas is still $3.89. Diesel's 3 times that. Diesel's $5.19 a gallon. Like, goddamn. Why is diesel more expensive than regular fuel? Regular fuel should be more expensive than diesel because diesel's like way cheaper to make. But that's just my opinion. And we have an imbecile of a president that won't get it through his head that if you get taxed other countries, you're gonna end up trying to attack us. It's like it's been done before. I'm not surprised that people are getting angry at our current president because he's an imbecile. He's an imbecile. That's how I see it. Our president of the United States is an imbecile. And 1.2 million people voted for his ass, and yet he's done nothing that he promised when he got reelected. All he's done was sat there and was being a freaking bully. That's why so many countries aren't even talking to us right now, because he kept being a fucking bully. Why do you think a lot of the countries are pulling out of, like, how do you say it? A lot of the countries are pulling out of, like, all the deals that they have with us. It's because he's doing this to our economy, and it's making us suffer. Like, for instance, like, I make $21 an hour, and I get paid twice a week, and I do like hours a week, or 80 some hours in a 2-week work period, and I could go to the grocery store and spend a bare minimum of I don't know, on the basics, and I'd be walking out with like almost $200-300 worth of freaking merchandise, and it was only maybe 13 items. Like, one day I literally walked out of freaking Sam's Club. I literally got like, I think it was like only like a half a cart full of stuff, and I walked out with like I think it was like $189 worth of merchandise. It's like, goddamn.